We're checking in with Putnam County and the Health Department and how they continue to work to have a smoke-free environment and have people not smoking. And joining us today to tell us about some of the new things that are happening and what they've been doing, to my immediate left, Fran Lee. She's with Putnam County Pathways, a counseling center. And then we have Sarah Encia. She's the health director at Putnam County Health Department. And they're going to tell us more about it. So thank you both very much for coming today.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so Sarah, what's new? You guys have been working on this. You know, we were here last year talking about some of the program. So what else is happening in Putnam County?
Yeah, so in July, we actually got the tobacco grant. So we've been continuing our work, but that actually is allowing us to expand out the work that we're doing to not just work on focusing on youth prevention, but also help provide cessation resources for adults and expand the work we're doing. So we're really excited to be able to keep that going.
Yeah, that is exciting. I mean, of course, the youth, that's an important part too, but you got to focus on the adults too. So this allows that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's great stuff. All right, so with this new grant and having the Youth Coalition, are you making some progress? What kind of things are you seeing and doing with that?
Yeah, so we're actually, part of that is that we're expanding out our coalition, and so we're able to bring in more community partners, expand the work that we're doing with community partners, and that includes the work that we're doing with Pathways Counseling Center.
All right, so Fran, tell us about that, how you guys are getting involved and what you're doing.
Yeah, Pathways Counseling Center already has prevention in the schools.
Okay.
So it really was just a good fit. We already provide resources for adults with tobacco cessation, resources available. So it really was just a good fit. As we are a mental health and drug and alcohol agency, we know when we improve physical health, the mental health improves also.
All right, so expanding efforts, you know, more staff or something, or are you just like getting in more places to be able to help out?
We've added some more programming, specifically called NOT program. And the in-depth program to really not look at a punitive measure when we're working with students who could get caught vaping, smoking, rather keeping them in school, keeping them in their sports, not left at home to do what we know kids do when they don't have structure during the day, and making sure they're getting their academics.
Yep. Yeah, you mentioned vaping, so smoking and vaping still for adults and youth, I assume, kind of a target also?
Yeah, the vaping, unfortunately, a lot of the adults and the youth still think that they're not as harmful as cigarettes and other tobacco products. So that's part of the efforts that we're working with these partnerships with youth and adult partners, is to make sure that we've got that awareness in the community that vaping is just as harmful.
Right, yeah. And with your agency, the programming, accreditation and things, and being able to help with adults and stuff, that's probably very positive for the area.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have to have that or we will not be accredited also. So.
Right, yeah, all right. So, you know, the Great American Smokeout's coming up, right? You know,
yeah,
so
next week.
Kind of all helps out with this too and works into the whole programming?
Yeah, so part of what we're doing is a cessation campaign, and so we are making sure that we get it with community partners, sharing that message, making sure adults know that if they want support for quitting, that next week, if they want to try it for the Great American Smokeout or during the holidays, coming up with a new year very soon here will be upon us.
Right.
And so if they want, they can call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. That'll bring them to the Ohio Tobacco Quit line, and they can get free support. So
yeah, what kind of support? I mean, is it counseling and things, or are we doing patches? I mean, eat carrots? I mean, what kind of things do you guys,
eating fruits and vegetables actually does help.
I mean, you know, I don't know if there's something about the whole
crunch. It actually does help. But they offer sessions, so you can actually have over the phone. People can talk actually over the phone with someone to talk through what's going on, how you want to quit. They'll work with people. How's your past quits been? What brought you to this place? So just kind of working through that process with them. But then also the patch gum and lozenge, those treatments are also available to some individuals at no cost. So it's quite a really amazing support that we've got still in Ohio. So hopefully folks can take advantage of that if they're interested in quitting.
Yeah, that is amazing. All right, so we want people to quit, but we don't want them to start either. So, you know, the focus with the youth, you know, just don't even try it, right? What things are kind of like happening with that too?
Yeah, so one of the goals of our Putnam Youth Tobacco Awareness Coalition that we had previously from last year that we're expanding, the youth still wanted to do that anti-vaping art contest. And so we actually went and proposed this to the schools, got the schools involved, and a big thank you to the students and the school staff because they have been great supporters and getting that message out there that vaping is harmful. And so the youth did a fantastic job with their art contest, and folks can view that on our website at putnamhealth.com.
Putnamhealth.com. So the artwork's done, and that's where we can go view it.
We've got our winners. They did a
That's
fantastic
nice.
job. Our first place winner, second place winner, and our third place winners are all available. 2 art projects, and then video was the third place winner. So they did a great job.
That's very exciting. Exciting stuff, the way partnerships and the way you guys are working together to help people stop smoking and maybe not even start. So that's really neat to hear about. So thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
All right, don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.